Thank you guys so much for calling in tonight. I'm always so excited to see all your beautiful faces and to chat with you. It's a new month now, so let's take a minute to recognize anyone for last week or last month for their goals. If you guys want to give anyone a shout out, you can do it now. Just unmute yourself.
Well, she's not on, but Jess, my coach Jess, hit Success Club right at the last minute. It was very exciting. So she stayed on track for her summit ticket.
Awesome. That's so awesome.
Super sick at the end of the month too, but she was like from bed, like she was just forming and she kept going.
That's great. That's so exciting. I definitely want to give a shout out. So Holly and Jackie killed it both last month. They both hit diamond last month. They both earned their summit ticket to the Nashville. God, I can't even talk right now. To the Coach Summit in Nashville next year, which is really exciting. I hope to see all your faces there. For those that are new coaches, Kim, if you hit Success Club your first 3 months and you earn a free ticket to this event, and it's Beachbody's biggest event of the year, so it's really exciting. And I know a few of the coaches on this call tonight were there last year, including Jude. And it really is an amazing life experience. You just learn so much about the business, and just being able to network with other coaches and learn from top coaches. It really, really is life-changing for your business, guys. So I highly recommend putting in the effort to get there next year. And even if you don't earn your free ticket, you can absolutely get there, and it's really worth it. And I see Nicole on this call too. I can't see her face. She must be doing things. But Nicole's one of my... Hi. She's killing it too. She's a new coach. She's doing so well. I'm really excited to have her on this journey with us. Her and Kim are actually part of my Fall Classic team. And I'm actually going to talk about Fall Classic tonight. It's definitely going to be something we discuss, because I want us to talk about our goals through the month and Fall Classic and what that means for you guys, and what you guys are doing as leaders to step up for your teams and get them excited about this month and how to move forward with your businesses and grow them. So let's get started on that note. So the Fall Classic, so I do want to address that. I'm curious if this is something that people don't really know about. And maybe I haven't done a really great job as a leader in describing how important Fall Classic and Team Cup are. Sorry, just reading the chat here. Oh, that's awesome. Yay. So Fall Classic and the Team Cup, so they're pretty much the same thing. So it runs quarterly every year. It's something that Beachbody puts on for us, really to get us through the toughest times of the year, guys. So we're coming up on the holidays, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. These are some tough months in this business because people are not really thinking about putting themselves first. They're concerned about not having the money because they're looking to buy gifts for other people, and the holidays are coming, so there's a lot of different temptations with food and all of this stuff. So they're just not thinking that they can commit to their goals. They don't really want to spend the money. They don't want to spend the time. They're scared of failing. So the opportunity to be a part of Fall Classic this month and step up and to really set strong goals for yourself and your team really will make a life-changing difference in your business these next couple months. So I kind of want to hear from you guys right now, and then I'm going to share things that I'm doing with my team as to what you guys are doing in order to set yourself up to be successful. So sorry to call you out, but I know Holly is a leader of a team. So if you don't mind, Holly, you don't have to if you don't want to, but if you don't mind kind of sharing what your thoughts are and what you're doing with your team in order to be successful with Fall Classic and hit your goals through the month. I can't even remember, guys. Holly killed this month. I think altogether she would have hit Success Club 25 or something, 26, something insane.
I think it was 22.
Okay.
No, 24. 24. That's what it was.
Either way.
Yeah, it would have been really cool.
It's incredible. And she really, one of the things that Holly's really great at, guys, and it really inspires me every day, is her planning and her focus on her goals and what leads up to those goals. So she doesn't just, dream of them, and she puts them into action. She makes a plan, she commits to that plan, and she doesn't take no for an answer. And it really is truly inspiring to me. And she's also very competitive and loves free gifts more than anyone that I've ever met in my life. Meg Howe actually loves free gifts too, but she's not on this call. So I know the Fall Classic, she was really pumped for. So again, Holly, if you don't mind sharing, I know you're eating, so feel free to not share.
That's okay. It'll stay hot. It's actually burning my tongue. Okay, so Fall Classic. So far, we're just kind of talking. I have Gina and Devin on my team, and they're going to be awesome. I'm really excited. And this is really a way, like, if you're struggling with Success Club or anything like that, to, like, give that extra push and have incentives, because they have really cool free prizes, and I love prizes. I love free stuff. You can give me anything free, and I'm excited about it. One of the things I'm really going to be working on is personal development with them, which is partly why I started this book club that we're going to be doing. And more information is going to be coming out about that tonight. I was supposed to put it out last night, but I ended up really working with my customers last night because I started a challenge group today. But we're going to put together challenge groups. We're going to just do all the things that we're doing, talk about forming, talk about different ways to be able to reach out to people. I'm going to be talking to my team a lot about ways other than Facebook that you can reach out to people, because I've had a lot of success with that. I mean, one of the challengers that I'm signing up at the end of this month, I met in a dressing room in the store, So, I mean, my husband says I can make a best friend in the bathroom, but that's really going to help me in my business. I was talking to Jackie last night on Skype about, this month was really shocking to me. I usually sign everyone up as a discount coach, and my last 3 people that I signed up were just challengers. Not just challengers, but you know what I mean? Like, they didn't do the discount coach. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do with this. But they were people that I don't really know. And I found it a challenge to me, like, oh, I don't really know them that well. How can I push them, to try, saying that they're going to have Shakeology for months and months, and then not really know if they like it. So I had a challenge with that. And so this month I'm going to be focusing on how to overcome those challenges, and really just working on, in Fall Classic, the great part is if you're not a diamond, you're working with a diamond. There's got to be one diamond at least in each group. So use that person to your benefit to talk to them about, and I know Jackie's doing it, I know Heather's doing it. Are there other teams? Lindsay's got a team. I don't know who else beyond that, but just work with your diamond, and your diamond will really help you excel in your business. And that's what I plan to do for my team, because we're totally going to kick all the other teams' butts. I'm very competitive. I'm wicked nervous when I say that too, because I hit Success Club 24 basically last month in my business. So I'm like, oh, I've never done that before. But the great part is that 21 Day Fix is still on sale. I put up a post last night, and I was basically like, listen, like, come January, you're going to have some New Year's resolutions, people, and we can start thinking about them now. So what I asked people on my Facebook to do, and I don't know how many people did it, but I just put it out there. I was like, write down what your New Year's resolution is going to be. And, think about, why can't I work on that now? And just, you want to get into people's heads a little bit and start thinking, because like I've said before, it took me 3 months to get to really decide to do this program and to commit to it. And I posted a picture the other day on my Facebook, because I was thumbing through pictures, and I found this picture that I was like, I thought I looked huge. And I looked at the date, and it was 1 month before it started. And in that time, I gained 15 pounds. Like, you can gain 15 pounds in a month just by not deciding to do this. You basically go backwards. And I try to just explain to people how that happened to me. And one of my goals in my business is to prevent people from making the same mistakes I am. For me, I'm not just out there selling challenge packs. I'm out there trying to change people's lives. And that's how it is almost with every one of you guys that I've met. So just keep that in your mind. Don't think about how you're selling. Think about how you're literally changing these people's lives. And I know I went off on a million tangents. Heather, I like to do that. But basically what I'm doing for Fall Classic is motivating people, my team especially, to do that. And personal development, the 3 I'm going to forget the word, the 3 things that we're supposed to do. What are they called? Yeah, those things. You know, just 3 different things that we're doing in the business and keeping up with those and really focusing on that. So, and focusing on beating the other teams.
You're so funny. Thank you, Holly, for sharing. I really appreciate it. I know I just put you on the spot. I really appreciate it.
I'm going to stop talking now because I'll talk the whole talk.
Does anyone else, I won't call anyone else, but does anyone else want to add anything about their team and how pumped up they are, and if there's anything different you're doing in order to be successful this month and going forward during these months during the holidays?
I mean, I think I'm just using like competition for my team right now because Jess is, so I have Jess and I have a brand new coach. She just signed up. She hasn't even gotten her Shakeology yet on my team. And Jess, this will be, November will be her 3rd month. So if she hits Success Club again this month, then she gets her ticket. So it's like a double incentive for her to really push hard this month. And she's been doing awesome with her. We're in this like marketing thing we found somewhere. And so she's been doing really well with that, with her like page. And so she's going to be doing a lot of promotions there. And then my new coach, I know that she is going to get her husband and her daughter to sign up. So she'll rank advance, which is like one of the, you know, you get extra points for rank advancing somewhere during Fall Classic. So, and then if I can get her to, you know, she said she has tons of people. I mean, she said she has tons of people that she knows that would like Beachbody, that need Beachbody. So we'll see what happens.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Jackie. So really what I'm starting with my team guys right now is, I mean, obviously personal development is super important, and that's something that I'm going to talk to as well. And I believe, Nicole and Kim, that you guys are you guys both part of Holly's new personal development group? If not, we can connect on that. But that will be really huge for you guys. I know Kim is already like halfway through the book that I bought her. Like, it's only been a few days. So I know she's really loving a personal development, which is fantastic. It truly will be life-changing in your business, Kim. So, you know, it's definitely something to continue. And we can keep talking about books that will be great for you. But the other thing that I posted in the page the other day that not a lot of people responded to or took advantage of is starting a list. So starting a forming list of 100 people, guys. And I know 100 people at first seems super overwhelming, and oh my God, do I know 100 more people? Like, I've been doing this business for 18 months now, and thinking of 100 people, like, kind of scares me too. But then when I look at my Facebook and I realize I have 6,000 connections, like 100 people shouldn't be that big of a deal. So, you know, guys, just think, you know, go through your Facebook, go through like who you really know, go through who your spouse knows. You know, a lot of people feel uneasy at first to talk about things with family and friends. You know, it's kind of a double sword because it seems like those should be the easiest people to talk to, but I understand that like not everyone has the same similar situation. They don't have the same support system or relationship with their family and friends. So, you know, if that's not the case for you, if you don't feel like you have a strong market just for close niche people that you already could be friends with, you know, just think out of the box, you know, really go through your Facebook and connections and think about people that could really benefit from these programs, guys, and the coaching opportunity. I mean, one of the things that I'm going to be starting up soon too is talking to people about saving money, like having money to pay for their gifts through the holidays. So this is another way to like get coaches on board right now, guys, during the hardest time of the year. Say to them, how would you like to go through the holidays not creating debt for yourself because you have this extra income coming in through this opportunity? That'd be huge for you guys. If you guys can convince them that this is an opportunity and to seize this opportunity to understand the value of these products and not only what they can do for your health and fitness, but what they can do for your life, that really will be huge for you. Sorry, I'm just looking in the chat. Yeah. Do you guys
I did something in the chat that I wanted to like yell out that you were talking. But
yeah.
When you first posted, when I was a coach, Heather's posted this 100 list thing before, and it scares people every time. The first time she wrote it, I talked to her and I was like, what are you, crazy? You know? And it's funny because now I look at people so differently, and I've opened my eyes up a lot. And that list, even though it seems like it'll get harder to make, it gets easier. So you just start thinking about who the people you want to help are, and all of a sudden that list becomes so clear to you. So if it's scary to you right now, don't freak out, because it will get easier.
Thanks, Holly. Yeah, and Jackie, if you don't mind sharing that video on the page, I'd really appreciate it. If you do know where it is.
I have no idea. I think you posted it in somewhere. It's Keith. Keith did it.
I'll find it again. I'm sure it's in his YouTube somewhere.
Yeah.
I think it was in Coach University too. Like Liz posted it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll find it. I have all of her posts on University. So yeah, I mean, to Holly's point, guys, like it really is overwhelming at first, but when you build it and you're like, it's so much helpful going forward, because then you're not constantly day to day thinking about, who do I need to talk to today? Who do I need to follow up with? Like, I'm realizing, even, I go through my ebbs and flows. I'm a human being, guys. Like, I'm not perfect in this business either. And it's the times when I struggle, when I realize, like, wow, I don't have my list. Like, my list isn't up to date. I'm not tracking it as best as I should. So this is something that I've really put a lot of time in the last few weeks, and something new that I'm bringing to you guys and I'm really excited about. So I've created a new document to share with you guys, a new Excel document that I feel is going to be really helpful. So it provides the opportunity for you guys to really look at your leads in a different light. So, obviously the first column, it has their names, which is a great thing. But, I was talking with my boyfriend one night, and, every few months he'll take a strong interest in my business and see how he can help me. And he was like, you need to really look at this. Like, I know you guys don't really think that you want to be sales, but like, you have to look at your forming from a sales perspective. What he meant from that, when he was talking to me about like what the top sales guys do in his company. So he works for Autodesk, which is a huge technology firm, global firm. And these guys, he's like, Heather, they know everything about their leads. They know the things that make them tick. They know what they like. They know what kind of drink they like. They know about their family. They know all of this. So this document and another document I'm creating to go along with it is to help you through the steps of this process, to help you through the forming steps, okay? So like from the start to finish, where are you with that person? What's the knowledge that you gained from that person? So like, for instance, I was talking with someone the other day, and she was telling me, like, we were only talking about the 21-day fix program at first. And then she started talking about coaching, and she said, I have this vision of a dream home and a vacation and all this. So I was like, put that in the lead list. Like, so she's not ready to commit yet, but I know the next time I follow up with her, I go to my list, I look for her name, and I bring those things up to like get her thoughts flowing again and to get her excited about it and say, hey, remember that dream house you talked about wanting? Like, where are you with that? Are you working towards that? This is a way, honestly, to drive people in, guys. You have to get them to connect with this opportunity, connect with the products, see the value. Like, no one, like, think about anything you've ever bought in your life. If you don't see the value in it, are you really going to commit to it? Like, if you don't help them believe that these products are what they need and what's going to change their life, they're not going to do it. If they don't think this network marketing business is better than the 50 out there now, they're not going to do it, guys. Like, I'm realizing people every day that are now, like, network marketing is getting bigger and bigger. And, I was saying to one of my coaches today how I was so annoyed because, like, a lot of people are starting to do this road and fields thing. And, I look at it as, okay, either I didn't communicate this opportunity well enough, or they just couldn't connect with the products, and so they didn't want to sell them. And I really think that's more of what it is, guys. Like, people always told me I should be in sales, but I never wanted to sell anything that people wanted me to sell until Beachbody came along, because I realized, like, I never wanted it to be sales. Like, I'm actually good at sales, but like, I never wanted it to be sales. I wanted it to be something that I was so passionate about that I was just sharing my love for it. And then I actually felt that I was doing something great every day. And that's something to be really proud of, guys, that I keep in the back of my mind. I keep thinking about and talking to with people, because, I want them to understand, like, this business, yes, it's an opportunity to change your life. It's an opportunity to work from home, grow an income, but you're not just doing that. You're not selling makeup, guys. I mean, yeah, these products might be great. I've never had a passion for makeup. I have none on right now. You guys can probably tell that a lot. But like, so obviously it's not something I'd ever be into. And I get that these like special skin, like these special lotions do amazing things for you, but like we're changing lives. And that's really something to be excited about, guys, and to really talk to as much as you can. Like share your challenges or results if you can, ask them to. You know, I know like some coaches on this page have showed transformation results, but like you guys don't understand how much that speaks to people because they want to see the products working. And the coaching opportunity too. If you can't, you know, if you don't feel like you have the physical results to show, which is absolutely fine, there's a whole other aspect to this business. So talk about the coach opportunity more. Put yourself out there. You know, and what this leads into, you know, forming is great and creating this lead list is great, but you have to take action as well. You have to take this list and do something with it, guys. And I think that's where a lot of our team is stuck right now is they're scared. They're scared to get out of their comfort zone. They're scared to talk to people. They feel like they're bothering them. You know, honestly, guys, if you connect with these products and you love these products, you should never feel like you're really bothering someone because you know, and I know this is something that Holly's experienced too when she had great results with the program. It's like, you want to share this because you just believe in them so much. Like once you have that connection, and I know everyone on this call does, Kelsey, I don't know you, you're new, I think, but, or I just haven't seen much of it yet. So welcome. But, I mean, for the most people that I know on this call, I know you guys love the products. I know you connect with the products. So, you know, take that passion within you and put it out there and talk to people about it. Don't be scared. Like, don't talk to them like you're selling them. Talk to them about what you're experiencing. Like, why do you want to coach? Why are you drinking this shake every day? You're not doing it just because it tastes good. I mean, I love the shake, but like, I don't do it just because it tastes good. I do it because of the way it makes me feel, the way the energy it gives me, the fact that, oh my God, I had a shitty day and I screwed up all of my eating habits, but I had Shakeology, so I feel better about myself because I knew I put something really healthy in my body. Like, you know, these are the things to connect with, guys, and be honest with people and share these things. I know it can be overwhelming. You know, I have some new coaches that I'm talking about even just posting 3 times a day, and it feels like a lot. And it feels like, I remember when I started posting a lot and people were like, oh my God, why are you posting so much? Like, when you get that feedback from people, you're scared. Like, you question what you're doing. You question if this is the right thing for you, if it's the right thing for your life. Are people judging me? Like, that's not good. I'm not even making money yet. Like, what am I doing? But then there's this shift that happens, guys. If you stay consistent with it, and it compacts over time, and it's this positive compact, though. The first personal development book I ever read was The Compound Effect by, oh my God, I just got Darren Hardy. And literally it was life-changing for me, guys, when I realized, wow, what I'm doing every day is totally the reason why my life just isn't working out for me right now. So when you think about these 3 vital behaviors and you think about posting every day and you think about reaching out to people, don't look at it as, oh, I'm just trying to sell someone. Look at it as, I'm doing something positive in my life every day, not only to get me where I need to be mentally, to have a great day, to feel good about myself, to be working towards my goals. You're helping others do the same. You're helping, like Jackie, honestly, when Jackie spoke on my call when she became Diamond, I think she had to leave the call. But literally, she brought me to tears. This is something I didn't even know when she came on as a coach. She said on the call, I would look forward to Heather's post every day. And I just kept going on and I kept looking for her post. And that literally was mind-blowing to me and life-changing because so often people aren't liking your posts. Like, I remember starting as a coach, I got like a few likes and I was like, oh, this is a waste of time. No one's looking. And then people would reach out personally. Like, I don't think Jackie ever liked any of my posts, but then finally she reached out. So don't expect everyone to like your post. You're still inspiring thousands of people, guys. It literally touched my heart when she said that to me, because I've always believed, but like that really like sets that fire within me again and makes me believe 100 times stronger than I already do right now, guys, because it just puts things in perspective. You realize what you're doing every day. It matters. Even though you feel like no one's looking, even though you feel stupid posting and sharing, it matters. You're changing someone's life. Like, look where Jackie is today. Like, her story is super powerful. She's killing this business. She loves it. She's so excited. if I never would have posted, maybe she would have started following another coach and found this opportunity, but maybe not. Maybe she would have never found this opportunity. And that's something to be excited about, and, you know, a gift that I gave her, which is super exciting. And now I get to share this blessing with her and this opportunity, which, you know, obviously is life-changing for both of us. So, you know, put yourself out there. And, you know, I know it can be overwhelming when you have your full-time job and you're thinking about all of the things. You have your list, you have your leads, and you're like, oh my God, where do I begin? And you're just stuck because there's a million things you want to be doing. Trust me, guys, I go through this all of the time. 18 months in does not make me perfect. Like, I still question what I'm doing every day. But what I do, and I was talking about this with Lindsay, and I wish she was on the call, but Lindsay really, yesterday I watched a video that she made for a Diamond Dash training, and she reminded me that the one major thing that helps with fear is action. When you seriously are overwhelmed and you're fearing what you're doing as a leader and a coach, when you're fearing the opportunity and not knowing what direction to go in, guys, just get out of your own head and take action. Just have a to-do list and start crossing things off one by one. Literally, guys, I look back on my life this past year in between living abroad and building my business just in the US, getting a 1-year MBA, traveling the world and trying to spend as much time with my boyfriend as I possibly can, and doing all these things. Like, I question how, like, some days I'm like, how the hell am I doing this? Like, I honestly don't know. But then, and I have those days that I'm like super stressed out and I can't get out of my own head. And I'm like, Heather, stop. Because you know why? I tell myself to stop because I don't have time to do it. Like, I need to do stuff in order to survive, in order to reach the goals that I've set for myself, which are obviously really big goals, guys. I need to take action, because not taking action will stress you out and overwhelm you even more, because then you get nothing done. If you spend a whole day trying to make the perfect post, trying to have the perfect conversation with someone, you're not going to get the result that you want, because relying on that one person, and then what if they say at the end of the post, it seems like it's really going there and they're going to buy, and then they say, you know what, I just can't right now, I'm not interested. Don't waste so much energy on people, guys. Like, spread out your energy on all the things that you need to be doing and focus on the things that are important that day. And I was talking about this with a coach today, because I was like, I have my to-do list every day. And of course, I would love to accomplish that whole to-do list in one day, but it's just not realistic, guys. Don't put that amount of stress on yourself. I used to be, and I still am to some extent, used to be the biggest perfectionist I knew. Like, literally, I would, before this call, make sure like every little hair was like perfect here. Like, I was just like a psychopath. Like in high school, guys, like for people that knew me in high school, I woke up at 5 a.m. to get ready for high school. Like, seriously, like I'd shower, like my hair had to be perfect. Like, I had to like feel like I was in the right place of mind to go to school. Like, my sister rolled out of bed, didn't shower, and was like honking the horn in the driveway being like, what the hell are you doing? But this was just me my entire life. I just like always had a vision, and I wanted to be the perfect person. And deep down, the girl was lost. She was depressed. She had no direction. Like, she didn't know what she was doing. And the reason is because like I had all these plans in my head. On the outside, I was trying to look who I was, like wanted to be deep down, but I wasn't putting things in action and actually doing the things that I wanted to do. I let other people's opinions control my life and control everything that I was doing. And it got me to a really negative place. So, think about where you guys are right now. And hopefully you're not rock bottom. I don't think any of you guys are on this call because you finally, you've made the decision to become a coach and change your life, which is fantastic. But think about where you are and, write down your goals again. Write down, whatever your goals are, and then make your lead list and look at them and think about, okay, in order to get my goals, what do I need to do? We'll say tomorrow because it's late today. What do I need to do tomorrow in order to get myself quicker? Like, what are the biggest things that I want to post about today? Like, today I was like firing off posts, and like I still have like 3 more that I want to post, but I'm like, okay, I shouldn't post like 8 times a day. So like then I have to plan, okay, when do they make sense tomorrow? Like, think about things, like plan in advance if you can. I will admit, guys, I've never done a post-cron or anything like that. I've never done a pre-post thing, and I'm sure it would make my life a hell of a lot easier, but I just haven't. But if that's something that you need, if you have a full-time job on top of this, if you have children and other responsibilities, and you feel like, well, I just don't feel like I'm going to be able to post the time that I want to, or right now I have this really great idea and I don't want to lose it, then set up a post and schedule it in order to be posted the next day, guys. I know for myself, this is another tip. So when I first started coaching, I was so inspired by so many things that like literally I couldn't stop thinking of ideas that I wanted to do. I just wanted to implement so many things. I'm sure a lot of you guys are going through that right now. I literally walked around with a notebook. And I just started doing this again because I got off track, but I just got this. It says, seize your dreams. And I've just started having it like near my bedside, at the kitchen table where I work, because this is my office. I have a small flat in London. And every time I have an idea that comes up, I just write it in there. And there's a lot to this. So I have the worst handwriting in the world, guys. So I do a lot of stuff on computer. But a lot of top coaches have been saying lately how powerful it is to actually like write something down with your hand, and to be looking at it every day and to cross things off. So I highly recommend you guys do that. Start writing your goals down. Don't just think that you can just have it all up here because it's too overwhelming. You're not going to be able to cross things off and really be able to organize it in your mind, organize it every day. I know Melanie Mitro, she's one of like the best organizers. She uses sticky notes, guys. So she has her I posted a video in the page last week. I hope everyone watched it. I can tag you on it again if you didn't. But she has her long to-do list, and then she decides what she's going to do that day, and she writes it on a post note, and she puts it on her computer. She does just those things, guys. And then she gives her kids her time. So whether it's your kids, your job, whatever it may be, do that. Focus on a few things, get them done, feel accomplished that day. Maybe later that night, set yourself up to be successful that night and do it again. Make a list of 5 things, say it's 5 things, accomplish those things, and move on to the next day. Don't try to accomplish everything in one day, guys, because it's just going to wear and tear on you. You're not going to get anything done probably, or at least like not everything that you want to get done. You're not going to feel successful, and that's just demotivating, and it's going to, drive you to a point where you're just going to have to take a few days off because you're just like, oh, I just need a break. Like my mind's going to explode. And, that still might happen, and that's okay, but like try to take the steps every day and do these daily disciplines so you don't ever feel like you have to get there, guys. Because there is definitely ways to avoid it. And use people in the network too. This is so important, guys. Like I work really independently, and I'm realizing how, obviously it can be good because it's efficient in some ways, but you need to be able to talk to people. You need to know that you have this huge network of people here to support you. Like Holly was just saying, like I'm Holly's coach, but she was talking to Jackie last night. Like they just happened. I didn't even know, like they just happened to set up a call to talk about things because they just enjoy talking and they enjoy talking about other goals. And, maybe they're success partners. I don't know. Success partners is also another great thing, guys, to have in this business. And it's basically what I'm talking about is someone else in this business that you feel like maybe you have similar goals that is willing to talk to you on a daily, weekly basis, whatever it may be that works for you guys. Is going to help you and push you and, get you through these tough times and make you question things and look at your business differently. And, whatever it may be, like they're there to support you guys. And, talk about that too. Talk about this with people. Get them excited about it. Like the Beachbody community for me is one of the most amazing gifts. Like having you guys on this call tonight is like so exciting to me. Like I love seeing your faces. I love knowing that there are other people in this world that have similar goals to me, that want great things out of life, that, have these huge dreams and they're working towards them. They're not just settling for the life that they've always wanted. The life that they had now and like not the life that they wanted. And, you know, there's something really powerful about that, guys, and don't take that for granted, honestly. Like, don't feel like you're in this business alone and that you have to be, you know, go through these tough times alone and you need to figure it out on your own, because you don't. And that's the last thing I actually want to talk about, and then I'll let you guys kind of add things. Like, I know I got to go to the chat a bit to see what you guys are saying in there. One of the best things I've done, guys, and you may not have this person yet in your business, but it's something to think about, especially if you're a new coach, but it's something to think about as your business goes on. So I wish she was on this call tonight. Most of you guys know my mom. She's super cute. She is everyone's biggest fan. If she knows you're a coach, she will be liking your post every day. And she's my little secretary, guys. She does all of the little background work for me. She sends all of my samples. She organizes my finances to a certain extent. You know, the gifts that you guys receive, like she puts all of that together for me. I mean, for obvious reasons. It started because I now live in the UK and it wouldn't be feasible for me to send things from here. It would cost me a fortune. So, you know, the nice little presents you guys get, like, obviously the thought behind it is me. Like, I told her what to do and wrote the note, but like, she's doing all of this. So in any way, what I'm trying to get at, in any way that you can, you know, have other people do some of the responsibilities and tasks that you have for your business, take advantage of that opportunity. Like, I know and again, you might not be here yet in your business, but if you get to the point where you can have some type of secretary or someone part-time, or maybe it's a parent, or maybe it's a spouse, or maybe it's a friend, whoever it may be that you feel like can help you, you know, definitely take advantage of some opportunity like that, guys, to take some of that stress off of you. Like, especially if there are things you don't really enjoy. Like, I love giving gifts, but like, I don't really love putting that stuff together. Like, yeah, I feel like I could be doing other things with my business during that time. You know, everyone has their own little thing. I never enjoyed like managerial type work. So like, if you feel like there's something like that you can, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't even think, but like, you know, resource it out or network it out or whatever, and have someone else do it for you. Definitely take advantage of that, because it just builds more time for you guys. Like, you basically get that time back. And this is something, if you guys haven't started listening to his podcast yet, Entrepreneur on Fire is literally one of my favorites. He like lights up my world. He like seriously makes me so pumped up. It's insane. And he really talks about, when you own your own business, how you're still billable, and you guys need to think about that. And like, time is money, and, you know, don't spend your whole day just scrolling through Facebook and like not getting things done and being focused and accomplish things. Like, really think about, okay, what can I be doing with my time today? What do I need to focus on? You know, like I said, have other people help you with things if you can. And maybe it is your success partner. Maybe Holly and Jackie, like, maybe they decide like, hey, you like doing that part of the business? Okay, like, how about we help each other, and like, I'll do that, and like, I'll do this part. Whoever knows, it could be another coach. I know my coach Elizabeth has one of her coaches, Audra, who really sets up all of her things for her. Like, for instance, I have a diamond retreat for my coaches coming up, and I'm going to tell my mom like the gifts and stuff that I want, but like, basically when I had my t-shirts made and everything, like, she's the one that talks to the person. Like, she's the one that organizes it. Like, if you guys can outsource that type of thing, take advantage of it, because it really will be life-changing in your business. You know, I think the Entrepreneur on Fire, I think he was saying one day, like, he was talking to another entrepreneur, and he basically was like, you're your one-man show. And he was like, okay, that's why you're not as successful as other people. And he said, well, what do you mean? Like, they're entrepreneurs too. And he said, yes, but they're not a one-man show. They have other people doing things, helping them on behind the scenes that you're not seeing, in order for them to have the time that they need to do the other things that they need to do to be successful. Oh, nice, Kim. Good to know. So that's really what I had for you guys tonight. I'm just going to look through the chat. Yeah, Hootsuite. I like set it up one time, but I never actually used it. That's a great resource for you guys to use to do posts. But I can definitely tell that Jackie, like, she posts the same time every day, so it makes sense that she uses that. And that kind of consistency, it says a lot about something. Like I was telling you how she like waited for my post every day. So there's probably a lot of truth to that, and maybe some statistics behind the fact that if someone knows that you're posting at the same time every day, maybe they'll be looking for it at that time. So, I mean, maybe that's something to kind of think about, which could be a lot of benefit from doing scheduled posts.
Hey, Heather.
Yeah.
Can I add to that? I reached out to a friend of mine from high school the other day because she posted a really positive post, and she responded, and she had this whole paragraph of things that are not going so well in her life right now with her and her husband. And at the end, she said that every morning she goes and looks for my post, and that helps her get her through the day.
Aww.
And I looked at my husband and I was like, I don't know how to respond to that, because I was thanking her for lifting my day up, and here I am helping her. So I feel like, you know, she's never liked it. I didn't even know she liked my page, to be honest. So it really does show that people are watching.
That's amazing.
And taking a lot from it. So
yeah, I agree. It's amazing when those type of things happen, but it's like sometimes you just don't know what to say, because it's just like so powerful and inspiring. And like you're saying, like you're trying to inspire other people, and like they're inspiring you, and it's just like, it's incredible. And I think that's what, like, that's a good point, Lisa, too, when talking about like being who you are and like sharing things that mean something to you, and like not being a robot and like trying to do what every other coach is doing, but like share things that are personal, share, you know, what would be life-changing for you. Because you might think it's something weird, like my boyfriend and I, like recently I posted about my eating disorder, and like he was like, Heather, that's weird. Like, how many people do you think really can connect to that? And I was like, Matt, like a lot. Like you don't understand, like these things, the hardest things to talk about are the things that like people really connect to. And even if I didn't get a lot of challenge packs out of that specific post, I gained people's trust through that post. I gained followers through that post because they realize that I'm a real person. I have real struggles, and like they've gone through these similar struggles, and they want to feel inspired by someone like that. So, you know, as hard as it is to share things like that, like Lisa, like, you know, Lisa's saying like someone's having a really hard day and like they inspire you, but like the inspiration can go back and forth. So just be real with people, be open, and those type of things will continue to happen. And it's really an amazing thing when it does happen for you business guys.
I wanted to say, you know, I don't think I ever liked your posts or did anything like that before. And like when my husband and I saw 21 Day Fix, Jacob's climbing, saw 21 Day Fix on TV, I immediately was like, that girl Heather, she sells it, you know, like, and I wrote you, like I was sitting there in my living room and I wrote you and I'm like, hey, don't you do this thing? Because I saw it on the TV and I instantly connected that to her. And I mean, I can't imagine that she would have ever thought I was following her, but I knew it and I saw her post. So people are seeing what you're writing. Also, you cannot see everyone who likes your like page. I learned this through my photography business because I would run promotions where you had to like my page in order to be entered. Depending on their privacy settings, you can't always see who likes your page. So you just don't always know who's following. So just assume everyone is.
Absolutely. That's a really good point, Holly. And that's something that I always share with my new coaches, guys. I always tell them, like, one of the first things I say is change your work profile on your Facebook to Beachbody Coach, Independent Beachbody Coach, whatever you want it to be, and then write an introduction post so that you've decided that you're going to become a Beachbody Coach for whatever reason it may be. And let people know that you're doing this. And like, then hopefully you'll get comfortable enough to create a cover photo that, you know, speaks to Beachbody or speaks to this lifestyle. And, you know, showing like your 5 passions and what you're trying to work towards in this business. But that's so, so important, guys, because I know a lot of fears in the beginning is like, well, what if they talk to me, but then they go buy it off the TV? It's like, inspire them enough so they don't. And this has happened a lot in my business. And don't get me wrong, I've had the few that finally have reached out and like, hey, can I join your challenge group? And I'm like, well, where did you get the program? And they're like, well, I bought it offline, or I bought it off an infomercial. And I'm just like, thanks a lot. And like, I joke with them, but like most of the time that hasn't happened with me, guys, because people know, they see my passion for this and they see my commitment, and that's huge. And people, if they get it, if they get the opportunity and they get the coaching, they want to be a part of that. They don't want to do it on their own because they realize they're going to be more successful when they have the support of someone who is passionate about this and knows what they're doing. So that's really important, guys. Branding yourself on social media, putting it out there that you're doing this. So like, for instance, like Holly, when they finally get to the moment where they see an infomercial and they just decide, I want the 21-day fix, they reach out to you. They don't just buy it. They don't reach out to someone else. They reach out to you for a reason. I had another coach the other day comment on one of my posts saying, once I'm done having my second baby in a few months, like, I'm reaching out to you. And I was shocked because I have a relationship with this girl, but she's from my high school. So anyone from Salem High knows that there's thousands of other coaches from Salem High. But for some reason, she chose me, and hopefully she actually does reach out. But I was super excited because I was like, wow, like, this isn't a girl that I expected at all to write on my post, and she commented, and I was excited about that. So people are always watching. Don't expect them to like all your posts. Some people just aren't like that. They're not going to show it through that way. Most of the time they will private message you, or I've had a lot of luck with, honestly, guys, just starting conversations with people, just being like, oh my God, like, I'll like their post first, and then I'll send them a personal message and say, your family's so beautiful. Looks like you're doing well. And obviously it is genuine, but it just starts that conversation. And then usually they'll say, looks like you're doing well too. I've been meaning to reach out to you because I'd like to know more about that program. So like, let things happen naturally like that, guys. So be genuine, start a conversation, and hopefully it will lead up to the opportunity for you to talk about the coaching opportunity and the products. Sometimes it goes a different way as to, what are you doing now? I mean, most people know what I'm doing now, but in the beginning, when I first started coaching, people would say, oh, how's your job going? What are you doing? And that gives you the opportunity to, bye, Gina, to talk about it as well. So, but I know I don't want to keep you guys too long, but I appreciate everyone calling in tonight. I hope this was helpful. I'm really excited for the next few months. I know we can still crush it as a team, even though I said these months are tough because of the holidays. I'm not going to lie to you guys, but if we can work together and we can be organized and have these, create your list of 100 people, I'm telling you guys, it's going to make a difference in these next few months. If you have these leads to focus on, and you can keep a focused mind and, have your to-do list every day and tackle that list and try not to get overwhelmed with everything else you have going on, and use us. So use the community, reach out to me if you need help, or reach out to your coach, whoever it may be that you feel like can give you the guidance that you need. And good luck, because I know you guys are all superstars on here, and I'm so, so proud of you every day. This team has been doing amazing things, and I'm really so proud of you guys. So keep up the great work, and I hope you guys all have a great night.
Hey, Heather.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with Beachbody, but you need to tell your boyfriend I use like AutoCAD and Revit from Autodesk every day.
Wow. It's funny. Yeah, that's why he specializes in his group is AutoCAD. That's funny.
Really? So Can I yell at him next time I'm angry?
Yeah, absolutely. Totally reach out.
Hey, Heather, too. I wanted to shout out to Gina. I missed the shout outs in the beginning because Jacob was screaming. And I know Lindsay totally would if she was here. Gina has been crushing it in the Diamond group that we're in.
Awesome.
About her.
Awesome. Thank you. Alrighty. Well, thank you guys again, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great night. Bye.
Bye.